string. You can't get.
I told you, get right over here beside it, baby.
Oh, I've never been that close to a turkey in my life.
Give me some. Dude. We got a big turkey laying over here, so we're gonna go get eyes on him.
Little work time.
I got a flopping turkey right there, boys.
Let's go.
Well, here it is, April 11th. It is basically Turkey Eve in Tennessee. We got to the farm a little bit early. It's about 7:15 right now. I'm hoping they gobble right here in front of me, but we just came off of a pretty stellar opening couple of days in Illinois. Andy and I tagged out on the same day, and it was just, I mean, they were just ready to do it there. So I'm hoping it carries over here in Tennessee. So key is get one roosted, and hopefully that equals roasted is what everybody says. So that's the game plan. I left my owl hooter at Andy's truck. Of course, he's our owl hooter 99% of the time. So I'm back up trying to hopefully get one to gobble here in about 10 minutes. That ridge right here, that's where I'm hoping they're gobbling, because we're gonna slip all the way around and come in the back door up top. This is a big high knob right out, and it sits in between these fields, so these birds, when they get up there, they can be heard from a long ways away. You know, gobblers, and the way hens works in the wild is, you know, gobblers gobble and hens come to them. If you notice you've ever been whooped because the hens go running to them, well, that's why. It's because that's nature's way. You know, it's completely backwards when you call a bird into your lap. But so when they get up on these ridges, they can literally gobble and be heard for, you know, so far away. But that's our secret plan anyway, is to get them here, because we'll come in from get them up on the flat right here behind them. Which today, my dad came out this morning, and there was 2 or 3, which it spun around. There's 2 or 3 right here in this field, in this gap. And he said they were headed up on the middle ridge, so that's our game plan right there. They're gonna be there. You know, I'm confident in that. Whether they gobble or not, I'm not so confident right now. Roosting turkeys can be hit or miss. Maybe flying blind. I'm trying to pull down into the field, and Paul has both our phones on with lights staring in my eyes, so I had to stop driving so I didn't run into a tree. But you know, that's okay. It is opening day here in Tennessee, and it is a balmy 36 degrees. I feel like we have this temperature on repeat. That's how it was in Illinois for the couple days that we got done hunting up there. And we got up super early. It's 5 o'clock right now. And that's just because we debated on taking the hike and going to the top of the ridge. But yesterday, Dad saw him down in the bottom at 7 o'clock. And Andy on the phone last night was talking about a good strong north wind, which I think is supposed to be 7 to 10 miles an hour, maybe, and probably falls off after daylight. Regardless, I think we're going to stay in the bottom, so we might get us a little nap in when we pull back here, but we're going to drop down in here and rethink our game plan and make sure it's all sound and make a decision. A little weathered. I wonder why. Maybe Illinois. That's the one we want. It looks good and ragged. Had to break and take quick. I think I heard one gobble off in the distance walking over here. Boy, got to this tree until they start lighting up. If they don't come down to the fields early, first thing this morning, it may be because there's a frost. They may not fly down here, so we may end up having to go mobile and try to move around on them. We don't want them to look too intimidating. Straight up, right where I said. They just fired off right here. Straight up above us. Let's just hope we made the right decision and staying down at the bottom. We're probably gonna get posted up where we can see both fields starting out. You can feel both sides pretty good. Easy right there, can't you? Both sides. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of in a bind. We're gonna have to figure out which side they're gonna go. Maybe try to readjust. I don't see them. They're dead straight down. There's an old logging road that runs the woods right there, so about 20-30 yards in the up on the side of the hill. We'll just have to keep an eye out because there's windows and gaps, so we'll have to be real still. Maybe he'll work his way down here. Left side of the strutter. best friend. You just don't know about it. Oh, dang it, man. What a freaking hunt. Dude, that was unbelievable. He's still right there. I'm trying not to move much because we're gonna try to get my wife on a bird in the morning. But man, we were sitting here and they kept drumming and I was like, I told y'all that logging road 30 yards up in the woods. Sure enough, they walked right down it up there. And then we had 2 hens pitch out and land out here in the field. That was awesome, dude. I don't think there's 2 of them, but they did not want to come to the decoys. So I made the decision to go ahead and shoot one out there at, 40 yards, but it's also the mere fact that we're sitting right on top of the decoy, so it might not have worked out if they'd have come running, but it worked out this morning, buddy. We made the decision to stay in the field, and it was a good decision, that's for sure. Unbelievable. Dang, he's got one spur broke off completely, just a little nub. I'm gonna get him checked in before we start moving him around a bunch. Good thing about like the TWRA app, and I'm sure other states, is if you're in a place that doesn't have service, once you log it and get service, it'll automatically record that for you, so you're legal the whole time. But let's take a look at him. All right, we're legal beagle, baby. Oh my gosh, what a flipping hunt. Definitely probably a 2-year-old, but he's got a busted spur, so he's definitely been fighting. They just did not want to come over to Billy Bob. And they may have come eventually once they just got fed up with him being there, but they acted like they didn't want to come, and I'm not gonna let a bird get away from me, so. That ninja absolutely put him down though. Looks like he might have had some beard rot. Different colorations on the tips. Almost 1-inch spur on one side. We've started off the year hot and it hadn't slowed down. Temperatures are cold and I think it's keeping these birds fired up longer on into the day and everything else, so awesome job. Good job, Paul.